We are Kristen and Michael, and over the last 2 years, we have hosted hundreds of guests at our short-term rental in Joshua Tree, California that we DIY'd ourselves. And on our channel, we share what it's like to be an Airbnb host, but today we're going to take you on a somewhat of a different journey, and we are going to be going from host to guest, taking you through Italy on our trip. So come along with us.
Don't do a layover in Dublin.
It's the biggest airport I've ever seen in my life. We didn't even need to run. We thought we were late and we made a fool of ourselves.
Available for purchase tea, coffees and water for Maestro car.
Don't move.
Okay, you got. We just
got here.
We just checked in, and Kristen went to flush the toilet and learned
Ours.
very fast which one was the bidet and which one was the toilet.
We're new here. I don't know, I just got here.
We are going to go. It is 11 o'clock at night, almost 10:15. It feels like 2 a.m.
Yeah.
Too much to fill you guys in on, but we are starving, and so our amazing Airbnb host gave us a place down the street that has grab-and-go food. We don't feel like going to sit right now, so we are going to walk. But now Kristen has to change her pants because she got toilet water all over her pants. Remember when he was like, are you going to need the laundry?
I was like, no, we're good.
No, we're good.
And then I just peed on myself.
So we're going to go eat, and we'll give you a tour next.
Nice.
So the Airbnb that we stayed in Rome, it's called The View at the Colosseum, and you can see on their main photos, they definitely focus more on the outside, and that's what initially hooked me into this place and made us decide to book this place. But as you can see, the inside is stunning as well. The living room. Here's the bedroom. I did not film it much because our bags just exploded when we got there, but here's that little loft area. And as you can see, this is a very nice place. It's kind of like a hotel down inside. There were 2 bathrooms, but this deck really was the highlight of, it had like a little loft area with staircase, like a spiral staircase going up to it. And this is exactly what the sunsets look like. And here's how it looks through our camera. So you can see it looks just like the photos. Here's that spiral staircase that I was telling you guys about. You can see it was super spacious and had tons of light throughout the day. Although we were out exploring a lot, we didn't get to use this dining area and this kitchen enough, but the host did leave us a bottle of wine, some chocolate, and a handwritten note, which we thought was really nice. Here's the kitchen. We ate out pretty much every meal, so we didn't use it that much. Here is the second bathroom, and then here is the bedroom, which our stuff was just everywhere. Apologize. And here's what it looks like going up those spiral stairs into the loft area. And honestly, we could have just Airbnb'd this little space because we hung out here the majority of the time, because these windows, the view just changed throughout the day as the sun went across the sky. We hung out here in the morning. We took naps here between tours, and we'll put the link down below if you are interested in this spot. But I just looked at the calendar and it's booked until September, so they are definitely making some money this year. And we paid $492 a night at the end of May, so it was just the beginning of the height of the season. We were talking to the host when we checked it in, and he was saying his main platform has been Airbnb, but he wanted to get into a direct booking website. So we told him about our love for Lodgify. And if you guys haven't heard of Lodgify, it's an awesome tool for vacation rental owners like us. With Lodgify, you can whip up a gorgeous website in no time, and it syncs all your bookings from Airbnb, Booking.com, and more. No double bookings, no stress. We've seen so many hosts use Lodgify to boost their bookings and keep their guests super happy. Everything's all in one place: reservations, payments, messages, you name it. So if you're ready to level up your rental like this host that we were staying at's place needs to do. Head over to Lodgify.com and use code KM10 for 10% off. Trust us, you're going to love it. Lodgify makes your vacation rental life so much easier. Go check it out today. So now let's get to exploring Rome.
Okay, let's go. It's very early, but we are. So this is basically the view once you walked out and across the street from our apartment that we were staying in. This is the Forum of Trajan and I believe Augustus. There was shops over there at one point, and they excavated this area because they were making the subway that they're still not done with because they keep finding ruins in Rome, which is what our tour guide told us. And this was our walk to the Trevi fountain.
Where are we?
The Trevi fountain.
Really? Sure?
I think so.
It's pretty cool.
It's decent. This was my first time seeing the Trevi in person. It was kind of surreal, and there were so many people there, and we got there at 7 a.m. So just take note. Love it.
Does it live up to the hype?
Yes, we should have got here at 5 a.m., but yeah, it does. Wow.
There are so many people here already. I can't imagine what it's going to be like in an hour or two.
Yeah. Oh my God, yeah.
You have water all over your face.
Oh, I don't care. It'll dry. Love it. While we were at the Trevi, we drank out of the Fountain of Love, which is over to the right, and we almost lost Michael, you guys. First day, almost lost him. But we made it, and legend has it that if you drink from the fountain, you will stay faithful and in love forever. After we sealed our fate in love, we headed over to the Spanish Steps and walked those. It was so pretty. She's running now, and I'm panting. We took in the view. Then we headed back to our apartment to change into something appropriate for the Vatican. We met up with our tour guide, Floriana. She is amazing. She has a tour guide company called Bespoke. I will put the link down below. My friend Hallie told me about her, and she gave us all the recommendations, took us on the tour of the Vatican Museum, and we were in awe. After the Vatican Museum, we went to St. Peter's Basilica, which was beautiful and massive. We also had seen the Sistine Chapel right before this, but we couldn't take any photos and we couldn't talk, so we just had to enjoy the moment. We definitely splurged getting a private tour guide, but it was so worth it, and I feel like we learned so much more. She shared a local spot we needed to check out, and then we went back to the apartment to get ready for my birthday dinner. We went to Oro Bistro for my birthday dinner, which was overlooking the ruins and the Vittoriano. It was so gorgeous, and we had like 3 desserts, and then of course there's always room for gelato, so we had to pick some up on our way home. The next morning, we woke up. We were waking up really early because the jet lag was real, y'all. So we would grab an espresso and a little croissant, pistachio croissant, of course. And we would head out sightseeing. We went to the Piazza Navona, which used to be a stadium that could hold like 30,000 people. Insane. And all of the fountains were by Bernini, and we just loved seeing the obelisk because we're big Egyptian fans.
What do you think?
They're so big. That's what she said.
Does it look like a fountain?
It does.
This place is crazy too. It's just like, dude, space like this could never exist in LA. You know?
It would smell like pee.
It would
And
be
almost
disgusting.
central.
Yeah.
All of the fountains were done by Bernini, and there were 3 fountains: Fountain of the 4 Rivers, Fountain del Moro, and Fountain del Nettuno, which is Fountain of Neptune. Then we headed over to the Pantheon, which was insane. I think this was one of my favorites. Just the magnitude of this hole that the rain and the sun and everything comes through, and just the opulence of the interior was breathtaking. And then we met up with our tour guide Floriana once again, and she took us to the Forum. I may take back the Pantheon being my favorite because the Forum was just amazing. I just could not believe, I can't believe these people were living in an opulent society. Like, this was ancient Rome. It was so opulent, so technologically savvy, and we make them seem like they weren't. I feel like I think it's the Stone Ages, but like, look at this. Look at the Colosseum. I was in awe. I was just walking around like, oh my God, I am in heaven. This is so amazing. Look at me filming. Just nerding out so hardcore about all of this ancient history and archaeology. They are still digging at the Colosseum, you guys. I was in love. Nailed it.
Okay, so it is the last night here in the Airbnb in Rome. What did you think?
What I think of
This was definitely a different Airbnb experience for us, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Why?
Because I don't think we've ever like fully immersed ourselves, except in London we did, into the culture, like as if we were to live here.
We also don't speak the language, and we kind of went cold turkey on it too. I'm talking more so about like the check-in process.
Oh yeah, definitely. It was very different because the people met us at the accommodation, which was awesome. And he showed us the ropes, and
He was super nice, and his family owns this place. They've been doing it for like a year and a half. He said they've had nothing but great experiences.
yeah.
But I see why he needs to meet you here.
Yes, there are a lot of intricacies to do with the house.
Yeah, especially getting into the house, right? We got dropped off from our ride from the airport outside this
On a
building.
corner.
We didn't know there were no pictures of the outside of the building. So like we
were
just
like-
assuming, we also don't know how to read addresses in Italy.
Yeah.
So we were just guessing. I was like, I think it's this door, and he was here, and so I messaged him, and he was like, I'll come down and get you. And so we were standing there with our luggage. There's like a pub and like three restaurants.
Yeah. Everyone's
And so
staring
everyone
at us.
felt like they were staring at us.
Rolling our bags on cobblestone, just like by everybody. Like,
Yeah.
I hope this is right. I don't even know if
Then
we're in like a nice neighborhood. Like,
Yeah.
I knew we were safe, but
But then he came out and got us, and the elevator is very small.
yeah, it's like old from the 70s.
But it's so cool. It adds to the flavor of it because he said this building was built 200 years ago.
it's so eclectic, and
Yeah.
like I said earlier, you feel immersed in the culture as if you were living here.
Yeah.
And really a part of things. So I think that is really cool and a beautiful experience because it's very rare that we do things like that.
And like versus a hotel, like we wouldn't, like that rooftop,
I know.
like that little area literally sold us on the place, and like is the best part that we will probably think about for the rest of our lives, you know?
Yeah.
That is the main feature. But you don't get that kind of stuff in a hotel.
No.
You know, and like just feeling like, I don't know, it's like your house.
Yeah, you feel like it's your own. I mean, I guess that's what Airbnb is all about, right?
Yeah.
We are the type of people that like those kinds of experiences. I feel like
True.
when we're looking for things, we are looking for the more eclectic vibe and something that isn't, even though I love going to a pool
Yes.
and getting waited on and
But
having
this-
a cleaner come and clean my shush up. You know what I mean?
But this is not that kind
This
of
is
vacation.
not that kind of vacation. Everywhere is going to be different. So like if
Yeah.
you're on a tropical vacation, sometimes we'll go more toward a hotel and kind of be taken care of in that regard.
Yeah.
And in these situations, I feel like we're looking for something more
Yeah.
like this.
Like she was saying, it's not for everybody because like we will get in, and we asked our guide, they gave us recommendations, and we are good at looking things up, but some people like having a concierge, feeling like they're not alone. They have somebody they can go and talk to, but you're like on your own when you get here.
Yeah.
You know, like that's,
They're a text away, but
Yeah.
yeah, you are kind of
Yeah.
on your own.
but honestly, definitely 5-star stay.
Yeah, definitely.
This place was not the cheapest, but we wanted to see luxury. And some of the things they did is they left us a bottle of wine. They left us a handwritten note that said, "Ciao, Ben." I don't know. arrivederci. I don't know. Here are a couple treats to help you settle in. Our way of saying grazie mille for choosing to stay with us. We really hope you enjoy everything, the city, the apartment we have to offer. If you need anything during your stay, drop me a line. Wishing you both a magical stay. But he signed it and everything. So
Yeah.
it just feels like personable. And everything, and that's something that like this is more of a luxury stay, I would say.
Yeah.
And so like the bottle of wine, we got like this
delicious
chocolate lind fondant, but it's like actual lind.
It's not the American.
It's not the American kind, but yeah. So those little touches definitely go a long way.
I would definitely recommend. We'll put the link to this place in the description if you guys want to check it out. If you're coming to Europe,
to Rome, it's right by the Colosseum. It's right by the Forum. You literally have a view of the back of the Forum and everything, the Palatine Hill. It was walking distance to a lot of great things. Obviously, it's not in the heart of like the Pantheon, the Trevi Fountain, and all that stuff, but we found it to be in a great location.
It's so great. It's so walkable. You feel like you are part of things. You're not outside. You don't feel like you're on the outskirts at all.
Yeah.
We slept on the rooftop last night and we couldn't hear the people down below, so that was awesome. All right,
So-
we're gonna go to dinner.
Yeah.
We're hungry, and then tomorrow we go to Florence.
Tomorrow we have to wake up early and head to the train station, which will be an experience in itself because we are not train travelers.
And we are not European.
We are not European, so
We'll see what happens.
We will see what happens. Pray for us. All right, off to dinner. Our bags are packed. Look at the lighting in this place. This is insane.
I'm gonna have one more cafecito while I'm here. And I call it a cafecito because I feel like cito means small. It's probably not the case. I'm gonna have one more little espresso before we leave.
Nespresso. Yeah.
And I'm like, do we need one of these? As I'm like wired.
Our Uber will be here.
Oh. Party foul.
Our driver will be here to pick us up in 15 minutes. We are going to Termini Station in Rome to hop on a train to go to Firenze, which is Florence. And we are actually staying at a hotel there, and we have a lot of stuff planned. So let's figure out the train system.